So students, let's start the part second of chapter 4, that is chemical bonding and molecular structure. So students, today's subtopics are Lewis symbol, and then octet rule and modes of chemical combination. Then next is ionic or electrovalent bond, and then next is formation of ionic bond beta, and then factors on which the formation of ionic bond depends. Then we'll discuss the lattice enthalpy, and at last we'll discuss general properties of the ionic compound. So students, let's start with the Lewis symbols.
Since atoms combine to give molecules, क्या देते हैं बेटा ये molecules, and how these atoms are going to combine to give molecules. These are the outermost shell electrons, outermost shell electrons which participate in chemical combination बेटा. ये जो आपके outermost shell electrons हैं, they participate in chemical combination. Outermost shell electrons participate in chemical combinations and they give you the molecules beta. And these outermost shell electrons are also called valence shell electron. क्या कहते हैं हम इनको? Valence shell electrons beta. What we call them? Valence shell electrons. और जो आपके inner shell electrons हैं बेटा valence shell के अंदर, they are highly protected. Inner shell electrons, they are highly protected. Inner shell electrons are highly protected and do not participate in chemical combination beta. And these inner shell electrons are highly protected beta, we can say, and do not participate in your chemical combination. So beta, G.N. Lewis was an American chemist. G.N. Lewis was an American chemist beta. He was an American chemist who in 1916 just give a simple notation to represent an atom. He gives a notation to represent an atom beta. And ये जो नोटेशन थी बेटा जो उन्होंने G.N. लुइस ने दी, इसी नोटेशन को हम क्या कहते हैं? लुइस सिंबल. व्हाट वी कॉल देम? लुइस सिंबल. This notation which was given by the G.N. Lewis to represent the atom, that is called your Lewis symbol or electron dot symbol beta. Electron dot symbol. And according to this notation, the symbol of the element that represent the whole atom. Let's say beta, the symbol of the atom is, suppose this is the symbol of the atom, that is suppose X beta. Now let's say this is a X is the symbol of the atom. Symbol of atom. Rather beta, symbol of element. Now beta, this symbol of element represent the whole atom beta. That represent the whole atom except valence shell electrons, except valence shell electron. And valence shell electrons are represented by the dots beta. So we put the dot on this symbol. Clear? So let's say, suppose this is the some Lewis symbol. Here X is the X क्या है बेटा यहाँ आपका? That is the symbol of the element, and this one dot is representing the one electron in its valence shell. So beta, we will just put the dots equal to the number of valence shell electrons. So let's take an example. Let's explain this by taking the example of your second period elements beta. So second period elements are, let's say that is a lithium beta, then beryllium, then it's a boron, then it's a carbon, it's a nitrogen, it's a oxygen, it's a fluorine beta, then it's a neon. These are the second period elements. So let me write second period elements. These are the second period elements. Now its atomic number is 3, it's a 4, it's a 5, it's a 6, it's a 7, then 7, 8, 9, and then 10 beta. So electronic configuration beta, electronic configuration, that is the distribution of the electrons in the various shells beta. So let's say its electronic configuration is 2, 1. Let's say first shell is having 2 electron and second shell is having only 1 electron. So here beta 2, 2, and then here 2, 3, and here 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, and then 2, 7, then 2, 8 beta. So this is the electronic configuration, rather distribution of the electron in the various shells beta. So here this is the outermost shell, let's say here. So valence shell electrons, let's say. Now here is only one valence shell electron, here is 2 beta, 3, and then it's so 4. Now but here valence shell electrons are 5 beta, then here 6, then it's here 7, then here 8. Here we have 8 electrons beta. So now in Lewis symbol, while writing the Lewis symbols beta, here there is only one valence shell electron, so I'll put one dot on this. Is that clear? So here it's a 2, number of electrons, valence shell electrons are your 2 over here, so I'll put 2 dots around your this symbol beta. Then here we are having your 3 electrons in the valence shell, so 3 dots. So here 4 electrons are there in the valence shell, so 4 dots beta. Then here 5 dots are there, then here 6, then here your 6 electrons are there, then here 7 beta, then here are 7 electrons are there, then here we are having your 8 electrons. Here we are having your 8 electrons in the valence shell, so I am putting the 8 dots. बेटा यहाँ डॉट्स की जगह आप क्रॉस भी पुट कर सकते हैं बेटा. now what is the significance of these Lewis symbols बेटा? significance of Lewis symbol क्या है? so बेटा पहली बात, ये जो Lewis symbol है that represents what that represents the number of electrons present in the valence shell, number of electrons present in valence shell beta, valence shell. And second beta, second ये information क्या देता है? that gives the information about the common balance. you can say common balance की information ये हमें देता है. common balance, that is also called your group balance beta, group balance, or you can say or balance simply beta, or simply balance. So beta, this information is given by your Lewis symbol beta. So now here this valence, but here beta let me tell you one thing, this valence is equal to number of electrons in valence shell, or 8 minus number of electrons in valence shell beta. number of electrons in the valence shell. So beta, now here in case of lithium, there is only one electron in the valence shell beta. So here it has the tendency to give only one electron beta. Is that clear? So we can say its valency. Let's say, let me write now here, valence is beta. Its valence is your 1. So we can say lithium is monovalent. What is it? Monovalent. Monovalent beta. Monovalent means having your one valency beta. Is that clear? Now since this is of beryllium here, it is having a 2 electrons in the valence shell, so its valency is your 2 beta. So it is your divalent. It is your divalent. Is that clear? So here we are having your 3 electrons in the valence shell, so that is valency is your 3 and it is your trivalent. Trivalent. And then here carbon, that is having your 4 beta. Now it is your tetravalent. Tetravalent. It is tetravalent. Now here the nitrogen is having 5 electrons in its valence shell, so it doesn't mean that it is having your valency 5. You know beta, here nitrogen is having such a position in the periodic table that it is not having the tendency to lose these 5 electrons. Is that clear? But it is having the tendency to gain the electrons rather. So the valency here will be equal to your 8 minus 5, means 8 minus number of electrons in the valence shell beta, that is equal to 3. So again it is going to be your trivalent. ये क्या हो गई आपकी बेटा? Trivalent. Is that clear? So here 8 minus 6 is your 2 beta, then it's your divalent. 8 minus 7 is equal to here, that is a 1, that is a univalent, and it is your having 0. 8 minus 8, that is your 0. So its valence is going to be 0. So means since it is having a beta 0 valency, is that clear? It is having its it is having your the noble gas atoms, they are having your 8 electrons in their valence shell, so we can say their octet is complete. Their octet is complete and they are your quite stable. Is that clear? So now students, next topic is our octet rule and modes of chemical combination. Okay students, next is octet rule and modes of chemical combination. In a sense, in 1916, W. Cossell and G. N. Lewis, they just gave a theory of chemical combination beta. Is that clear? That how atoms combine, and this theory, okay, first of, so what they gave it? A theory of chemical combination. Theory of chemical combination. So यही theory of chemical combination बेटा क्या कहलाई बाद में बेटा? That is known as electronic theory of chemical bonding. Electronic theory of chemical bonding बेटा. So according to this theory beta, atoms achieve stable octet. Atoms achieve stable octet. Atoms achieve stable octet when they are linked by chemical bond. When linked by chemical bond बेटा. और बेटा दूसरे शब्दों में हम कह सकते हैं कि जो एटम्स हैं वो क्या करते हैं बेटा? दे कंबाइन टू कंप्लीट देयर ऑक्टेट इन द बैलेंस शेल. एटम्स कंबाइन टू कंप्लीट 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इन देयर बैलेंस शेल बेटा. इन द बैलेंस शेल. और ये जो आपके 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स वो अटेन करते हैं बेटा, या यू कैन से 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स एक्वायर करते हैं आउटर मोस्ट शेल में. ये कैसे करते हैं? आइदर बाय ट्रांसफरेंस ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. ट्रांसफरेंस. So beta, they acquire the 8 electrons either by the transference of the electrons from one atom to the other, or by mutual sharing of the electron, or by mutual sharing of the electrons, by mutual sharing of the electrons between the atoms beta, between the atoms. By doing this, they just acquire the 8 electrons in their valence shell, means they tends to achieve the noble gas configuration beta. We can say they tend to achieve the noble gas configuration. So beta, or by attaining the 8 electrons, what is happening to these atoms beta? They are going to be more stable. ठीक है, और ये जब आपके atoms 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स अचीव कर रहे हैं बेटा आउटर मोस्ट शेल में, या अक्वायर कर रहे हैं आउटर मोस्ट शेल में, और आपको क्या दे रहे हैं? वो मॉलिक्यूल्स दे रहे हैं, एंड दीज मॉलिक्यूल्स आर गोइंग टू बी मोर स्टेबल बाय द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ द atoms, and that is happening by the transference of the electron from one atom to the other, or by the mutual sharing of the electrons between the atoms. Hope students this was clear. And one thing more beta I would like to tell you, ये जो आपका मीन्स 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स अक्वायर करने की जो टेंडेंसी है इन एटम्स की, दैट इज सेड टू बी ऑक्टेट रूल. व्हाट वी कॉल दैट? ऑक्टेट रूल. वी कैन से द एटम जो हैं दे आइदर कंबाइंड बाय द ट्रांसफरेंस ऑफ द बैलेंस शेल इलेक्ट्रॉन्स बेटा फ्रॉम वन एटम टू द अदर एटम, इज दे क्लियर, और बाय द म्यूचुअल शेयरिंग ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रॉन्स बेटा. ठीक है, इन ऑर्डर टू हैव octet in their balance shell, rather means octet means having the 8 electrons in their balance shell, and this is nothing but this is a octet rule. This is a octet rule. What is that? Octet rule. Let's take some example just to explain the octet rule. For example beta, for example, metals like sodium, magnesium and then aluminum. These are the metals in the third period of the periodic table beta. Is that clear? और ये क्या करते हैं बेटा? अगर हम इनकी बात करें, let's say sodium is there, its atomic number is 11 beta and its electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. Now beta, this sodium has to attain the 8 electrons in the balance shell. मतलब इसको 8 electrons पूरे करने हैं, तो ये क्या करेगा? It will lose this 1 electron बेटा. Is that clear? So ये क्या दे देगा आपको? जितने इलेक्ट्रॉन ये लूज करेगा उतना ही चार्ज इस आयन का हो जाएगा बेटा. So it is your Na positive 1. Now its electron configuration is your beta. This is your 1s2, 2s2 and that is your 2p6 beta. So now this sodium is acquiring attaining the 8 electrons in the balance shell by losing the electron. Is that clear? So that is nothing but it's a noble gas configuration of your neon beta. Neon की electron configuration जो है that is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, that is having your 8 electrons in the balance shell. So similarly here magnesium beta, magnesium 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2. Is that clear? Now this magnesium will also lose your 2 electrons beta. This will lose the 2 electrons. Is that clear? So and its ion का charge क्या हो जाएगा बेटा? 2 positive. So it is 2 electrons it is going to lose beta. So now 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. Again it is going to attain the electron configuration of neon, and which is a noble gas beta. Similarly beta, aluminum is there. It's a 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p1. So it is having your 3 electrons there balance shell. Is that clear? So beta, that is going to give you this aluminum 3 positive. It will lose these 3 electrons present in their balance shell beta just to attain the noble gas configuration. That is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s, sorry, it's a 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. Next 3s2 and 3p1 it is lost beta. So 3 electrons it is going to lose. So again it is attaining the noble gas configuration. Is that clear? That is a neon की आपकी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ये अटेन कर रहा है बेटा. सो ये जो आपके बेटा इनकी जो टेंडेंसी है इन मेटल एटम्स की टेंडेंसी जो है जस्ट टू अटेन द 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन इन द बैलेंस शेल, दैट इज कॉल्ड योर ऑक्टेट रूल. सो बेटा लेट्स से यहाँ मैंने इनको लुईस सिंबल्स नहीं रिप्रेजेंट किए, सो इसके अगर लुईस सिंबल मैं लिखूँ बेटा तो इट्स हैविंग ए 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन इन द बैलेंस शेल, सो आई एम पुटिंग 1 डॉट ओवर हियर. So it is having a 2 beta, so it is we are representing it by having a 2 dots, and here 3 electrons in the balance shell, so that is a 3. Is that clear? So hope students this is clear. So now let's take another example beta, that is of your, let's say oxygen is there, and let's take it another color beta. Oxygen, is that clear? And fluorine. बेटा ऑक्सीजन का जो एटॉमिक नंबर है दैट इज जो 8 बेटा, एंड इट्स 9. इट्स इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन इज 1s2 2s2 2p6, इट्स योर 2p4, 2 2 4 and 4 8 बेटा. So we are here having your 4 electrons in their 6 electrons in their balance shell beta. So I'll put the 6 dots around this just to write the Lewis symbol of the oxygen beta. Similarly here 1s2 2s2 2p 5 beta, because its atomic number is 9, so I have to put the 7. There you now 7 electrons in their balance shell, so it's so 7 dots we have to put over here. So here it is your 7 beta. Now beta, let's say how many electrons they can gain beta just to attain the noble gas configuration. Let's say it is having your 6 electrons in its balance shell, so it will gain 2 electrons to acquire the noble gas configuration, that is a O2 negative. Now how many electrons are there in this balance shell beta? 8 electrons. Is that clear? So here 1s2 2s2 2p4 na beta, and here 1s2 2s2 and then 2p6 beta. Now here just see 2 2 4 6 10, that is your neon. So beta here this oxygen has, that oxygen is attaining the 8 electrons in the balance shell and is acquiring the configuration of your neon, which is a noble gas beta. Similarly fluorine beta, here fluorine it is having your, as I have told you, it is having your 7 electrons in its balance shell beta. Is that clear? So it's a 1s2 2s2 2p5 beta. Is that clear? So it will gain 1 electron just to attain the 8 electron in their balance shell beta, that is a 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and then negative charge is there, and electron configuration is 1s2 2s2 2p6. So this is a noble gas configuration. Is that clear? That is of your neon beta. So here if you see beta, जो आपके by losing the electron, when atoms are going to lose electrons beta, then they are giving you the cations beta. ये क्या दे रहे हैं आपको? cations. लेकिन जब आपके ये ही क्या कर रहे हैं, गेन कर रहे हैं इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, तो ये क्या दे रहे हैं आपको? अनाइंस. क्या दे रहे हैं ये आपको? अनाइंस. And now beta, there will be some electrostatic force of attraction between these oppositely charged ions beta. So they will result into the formation of your some क्या? Bond. That is a ionic bond. Is that clear? So beta, ये जो आपकी tendency है इन atoms की either to give cation or anion is responsible for the bond formation, and that is happening here. ये जो आपका loss या gain of electron हो रहा है, ये क्यों हो रहा है? Just to attain the noble gas configuration. Just to attain the noble gas configuration. So beta, so we can say this loss of the electron की वजह से जो आपके cation बन रहे हैं और gain of electron की वजह से anion बन रहे हैं, they are, this loss and gain of the electron is responsible for the bond formation, we can say. So बेटा इस केस में तो हमने डिस्कस किया कि आपके जो एटम्स हैं they are attaining the noble gas configuration either by losing the electron or by gaining the electron. But you know बेटा, ये जो आपके noble gas configuration है that can also be attained by the sharing of the electrons. So this noble gas configuration can also be attained by sharing of this noble gas configuration can also be attained by sharing of electrons between the atoms beta, between the atoms, between the atoms beta. And this sharing of the electrons results into the formation of your covalent bond. But here when the bond is formed due to the loss of electrons or gain of the electrons, means transference of the electron from one species to the other, is they clear? That results into the ionic bond, जो हम अभी डिस्कस करने जा रहे हैं. लेकिन यहाँ मेरा पर्पस क्या था बेटा? That just to make you understand the octet rule, or you can say just to acquire the stable electron configuration, that is your noble gas configuration beta. Okay students, next is ionic bond or electrovalent bond. So since here this ionic bond or electrovalent bond, we can say that bond is formed as a result of transference of the electrons from one atom to the other atom. और ये क्यों करते हैं बेटा? So as to complete their octet बेटा. अपना जो ऑक्टेट है, आउटरमोस्ट शेल जो है, उसमें 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स पूरे करने के लिए सब करते हैं जस्ट टू acquire द नोबल गैस कॉन्फ़िगरेशन. सो अगेन आई एम रिपीटिंग, ionic bond is formed when is formed by the transference of the electron from one atom to the other atom so as to complete their octet and acquire noble gas configuration beta. So now let's take some example beta. So let's say here we are having your sodium is there. Now beta, okay, चलिए ये simple वाली electron configuration I am writing beta 281 and it's so 287 beta. Means in the first shell having 2 electrons, second shell में 8 हैं बेटा, और थर्ड शेल में क्या है 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं. यहाँ क्या है 2 हैं फर्स्ट में बेटा और 8 हैं. देन लास्ट में कितने, बैलेंस शेल में कितने बेटा 7 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर देयर. सो 7 डॉट्स आर ओवर हियर. सो बेटा, सो दिस here this sodium will give this 1 electron to this chlorine. Then by losing this 1 electron it will give you this sodium ion beta, or its electronic configuration will be now your 2,8. Now it is attaining your 8 electrons in its valence shell. Is that clear? So that is the noble gas configuration beta. So that is a electron configuration of neon beta. So here sodium, by losing its 1 electron or by transferring 1 electron from its outermost shell beta, it is attaining the noble gas configuration. Is that clear? And completing its octet. So similarly here beta, this chlorine here is gaining this electron. पहले कितने थे 6 थे, पहले कितने थे आपके 7 थे, अब कितने हो गए 8, and it is going to acquire your negative charge. Is that clear? Now again इसका कितना हो गया बेटा 288, 287 था इसका इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन बेटा. सो अब कितना हो गया 288, एंड दैट इज़ नथिंग बट इट इज़ द नोबल गैस कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ऑफ योर आर्गन. मीन्स ये आपके आर्गन में आर्गन जो है बेटा, इस एटॉमिक नंबर इज 18 बेटा. सो 28 + 8 दैट इज 18. सो होप दिस इज क्लियर बेटा. सो नाउ हियर when these ions gets formed over here, is that clear? So you know when these ions will approach each other, you know beta, there will be some electrostatic force of attraction. Is that clear? There will be some electrostatic force of attraction, and this electrostatic force of attraction जो है आपकी बेटा, that is responsible for the bond formation beta, and that is nothing but it is your ionic bond, or you can say electrovalent bond. First of all, electrostatic attraction. Electrostatic attraction is there, which is responsible for the bond formation, that is a ionic bond is formed, or we can say that is a electrovalent bond. Electrovalent bond, that is a electrovalent bond which is formed as a result of transference of the electron from the sodium atom to the chlorine atom. So hope students this was clear. So this we can represent in other way also beta. So let's see. Now you know just sodium is there, it is losing this 1 electron, let's say, and giving you cation, that is a sodium ion. It is losing this 1 electron, so it's a 281. Now it's a 28. So acquiring the stable noble gas configuration beta. So here chlorine is there. So let's say this is 1 electron over here, and here we are having your 7 electrons in their balance shell beta. सो इट इज़ गोइंग टू गेन 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन एंड गिविंग यू क्या क्या दे रहा है ये बेटा, it is giving you this chloride ion. Chloride ion means it is again attaining your 8 electrons in their valence shell beta. So it's so 2, 8 and 7 and then it's so 2, 8, 8. That is it is going to acquire the noble gas configuration. जैसे यहाँ हमने लिखा it is argon beta. So what is happening here beta? Just see this 1 electron is given to this chlorine beta. This electron is accepted by your this chlorine atom to give you the chloride ion. Now again same जो अभी हमने डिस्कस किया बेटा, Na positive और Cl negative when they will approach each other there will be some electrostatic force of attraction and this electrostatic force of attraction is nothing but that is a ionic bond. What is this? Ionic bond. Hope this is clear. Now बेटा formation of ionic bond. Formation of आयनिक बॉन्ड जो है बेटा दैट डिपेंड्स अपॉन, किसके ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा बेटा, कि ये जो आपका सोडियम है कितना इजीली इस इलेक्ट्रॉन को ये लूज कर सकता है, कितना इजीली इस इलेक्ट्रॉन को लूज कर सकता है. इज दे क्लियर? सो मीन्स, और दूसरा बेटा कि ये जो क्लोरीन है इस इलेक्ट्रॉन को कितना इजीली ये गेन कर सकता है, इसके ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा. सो हम क्या कह सकते हैं बेटा, जो फॉर्मेशन ऑफ आयनिक बॉन्ड है, फॉर्मेशन ऑफ आयनिक बॉन्ड है दैट प्राइमरली डिपेंड अपॉन, किसके ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा बेटा, आपका ईज ऑफ, पहला लेट्स से ईज ऑफ फॉर्मेशन, कि कितना इजीली, ईज ऑफ फॉर्मेशन मीन्स ईज ऑफ फॉर्मेशन ऑफ पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव आयंस फ्रॉम द न्यूट्रल एटम्स, लेट्स से फ्रॉम द न्यूट्रल एटम्स. सो और दूसरा बेटा जो इनकी अरेंजमेंट है इन द 3 डायमेंशनल स्पेस, सो उसके ऊपर भी डिपेंड करेगा आयनिक बॉन्ड की फॉर्मेशन बेटा. सो द अरेंजमेंट of the positive and negative ions in the solid beta, and this arrangement of the positive and negative ions in the solid, or you can say in the 3 dimensional space beta, that is said to be your lattice. क्या कहते हैं हम इसको बेटा, what we call lattice. तो lattice is the arrangement, rather is the clear, lattice is the arrangement of ions in the 3 dimensional space, 3 dimensional space beta. So that is your lattice, or you can say crystalline lattice. So since next is the factors on which the formation of ionic bond depends. So first factor is your ionization enthalpy. बेटा जैसे कि आप जानते हैं कि कोई एटम कितना इजीली इलेक्ट्रॉन दे सकता है, ये किसके ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा, दैट विल डिपेंड अपॉन दिस आयनाइजेशन एंथैल्पी. सो अब हम देखेंगे कि आयनाइजेशन एंथैल्पी होता क्या है बेटा. आयनाइजेशन एंथैल्पी इज द अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी रिक्वायर्ड, इज दे क्लियर, टू रिमूव एन इलेक्ट्रॉन फ्रॉम outermost shell of the isolated gaseous atom. Means let's say we are having some isolated gaseous atom beta, is that clear? इसके outermost shell से हमने क्या करना है, इलेक्ट्रॉन को रिमूव करना है, is that clear? So उसके लिए क्या चाहिए, हमें एनर्जी चाहिए, is that clear? Whatever energy is required just to remove this electron beta, is that clear? You know this electron we have to remove, is that clear, from this isolated gaseous atom to give the this metal ion. Is that clear? So amount of energy required here is called, what we call this, that is the ionization enthalpy beta, that is the ionization enthalpy. So बेटा यहाँ हम कह पाएंगे कि जितनी कम आपकी क्या होगी आयनाइजेशन एंथैल्पी होगी बेटा, उतना ही ईजिली कोई एटम जो है इलेक्ट्रॉन दे पाएगा बेटा. सो बेटा लोअर द आयनाइजेशन एंथैल्पी, greater is the ease with which an atom can lose the electron. Is that clear? With which an atom can lose the electron. And generally बेटा हम कह सकते हैं कि जो metals हैं like alkali metals and alkaline earth metals बेटा, alkaline earth metals, these are group 1 और group 2 metals बेटा. इज दे क्लियर? इनकी क्या है जो आयनाइजेशन एंथैल्पी वो क्या रहती है बेटा, कम रहती है. दे हैव द लोअर आयनाइजेशन एंथैल्पी. एंड it means they can give the electrons easily and give the electrons easily and forms the beta positive ions easily beta. Is that clear? So we can say the ionization enthalpy जो है must be क्या low beta, just to form the ionic bonds beta. So beta ऐसे elements जिनकी ionization enthalpy क्या है low है, they will easily form the ionic bonds. Hope students this was clear. Next beta, electron gain enthalpy. बेटा किसी एटम की इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन करने की प्रवृत्ति जो है बेटा उसकी इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है बेटा. लेट्स से दिस इज सम गैसेस एटम बेटा, और ये क्या कर रहा है, एक इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन कर रहा है बेटा, और क्या दे रहा है, ये सम गैसेस आयन दे रहा है, दैट इज नेगेटिव चार्ज आयन इट इज गिविंग यू बेटा, और सम एनर्जी इज रिलीज्ड बेटा, सम एनर्जी इज रिलीज्ड, और ये जो एनर्जी रिलीज हुई यहाँ, यही एनर्जी क्या कहलाएगी बेटा, इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी. इसको क्या कहेंगे हम, इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी. मीन्स बेटा ये जो टेंडेंसी है ऑफ एन एटम जस्ट टू गेन दिस इलेक्ट्रॉन, इस एटम की इस इलेक्ट्रॉन को गेन करने की टेंडेंसी जो है, इज दैट क्लियर, दैट डिपेंड्स अपॉन दिस इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी बेटा. इज दैट क्लियर? सो बेटा इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी रहता क्या है बेटा, इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी इज द अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी रिलीज्ड, दिस अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी रिलीज्ड ओवर हियर when an electron is added to this isolated gaseous atom beta, and that is electron gain enthalpy. So beta हम यहाँ कह सकते हैं कि जितनी ज़्यादा ये आपकी इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी रिलीज होगी, इज दैट क्लियर, हायर द इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी, इज दैट क्लियर, मोर easily the anion is formed beta, anion that is here this X negative is getting formed. Is that clear? So we can say means elements which have very high electron gain enthalpy beta, they will form the ionic compounds, or you can say ionic bonds. Is that clear? So means ionic bond formation तभी होगी बेटा जब आपका एक ऐसा एलिमेंट हो जिसकी इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी क्या है, ज़्यादा है. और ये बेटा जो आपके 17th ग्रुप एलिमेंट्स हैं या 16th ग्रुप एलिमेंट्स हैं, दे आर जनरली हैविंग योर हाई इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी. 16th group elements means they are your oxygen family is there, and then your halogen is there, that is of fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine and astatine is there. They are having your high electron gain enthalpy. So these elements will form your these ionic compounds easily by forming the ionic bonds. बेटा हम यह कह सकते हैं कि जो आपके ग्रुप 16th और 17th ग्रुप एलिमेंट्स जो हैं, they can easily form the ionic compounds. Is that clear? Because they are your highly they are having your high electron gain enthalpy, they are having your high electron gain enthalpy. So we can conclude beta that the high electron gain enthalpy जो है that favors the formation of ionic bond. Static force of attraction between the ions beta किसके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है बेटा, electrostatic force of attraction between the ions. Let's say we are having your this M positive ion which is in gaseous state beta, and this is X negative ion in the gaseous state. These are the oppositely charged ions. Is they clear? So there is some electrostatic force of attraction between these ions beta. Oppositely charged ion के बीच में क्या है, this electrostatic force of attraction is there. So जितनी ज़्यादा ये strong electrostatic force of attraction होगी, उतनी ही ज़्यादा एनर्जी ये क्या करेगा बेटा, रिलीज करेगा. Is they clear? उतनी ही ज़्यादा एनर्जी क्या करेगा, ये रिलीज करेगा. Is that clear? So we can say when this M positive gaseous ion and X negative ions, they are coming close to each other and are going to form this MX solid beta, this crystalline solid it is going to form. Is that clear? So whatever this energy released here, is that clear? चलिए इसको रिएक्शन की फॉर्म में लिखता हूँ बेटा. Let's say this is a M positive ion that is a gaseous beta, and X negative ion that is also in the gaseous state beta, that is giving you this MX. Is that clear? That is a crystalline solid, let's say beta, and during the formation of this 1 mole of this crystalline solid beta, during the formation of this crystalline solid, what is happening, some energy is released, some energy is released, and this energy released is called lattice enthalpy. This is called your lattice enthalpy, we can say beta. These are the constituent ions beta. Constituent ions combine to give 1 mole of crystalline solid beta, and that amount so released is called beta this lattice enthalpy. Hope students this is clear. Greater will be the ease of formation of ionic bonds beta. So means for the formation of ionic bond beta there must be a high lattice enthalpy beta. Is that clear? Students, lattice enthalpy, you know beta, जो lattice enthalpy है, you know, that determine the stability of the ionic crystal beta. That determine the stability of the ionic crystal. So we must determine the stability of ionic crystals कि ये स्टेबिलिटी को डिटरमाइन करती है आपकी कौन, लैटिस एंथैल्पी. सो सपोज वी आर हैविंग योर, दिस इज योर M positive ion, that is in your gaseous state beta, and we are having your X negative ions which are your in gaseous state. So beta, when these oppositely charged ions, when they are in the gaseous state and they are going to give you the 1 mole of your crystalline solid, let's say it is going to give you this 1 mole of crystalline solid. Is that clear? So it is going to lose some energy, and this energy given during the formation of this 1 mole of crystalline solid beta, that is called your lattice enthalpy. That is called your lattice enthalpy. So again I'm repeating beta. So lattice enthalpy is the amount of energy which is released when 1 mole of this crystalline solid gets formed. When 1 mole of your crystalline solid gets formed from the respective ions in the gaseous state बेटा. जो भी आपके ions हैं जिनका भी ये solid बना है, उनसे जब आपका ये 1 mole of crystalline solid बन रहा है बेटा, clear? So whatever amount of energy is released during the formation of this 1 mole of crystalline solid beta, that is your lattice enthalpy. That is your lattice enthalpy. It means beta, this formation of this 1 mole of crystalline solid from these ions in the gaseous state, that is exothermic in nature. So means here energy is released, and you know lattice enthalpy is denoted by your U, and here this is a negative U. Is that clear? Because energy is released. Or beta, since this much energy is released during the formation of 1 mole of this crystalline solid, so similarly beta, when we want to break the bonds of this crystalline solid, is that clear, and it is going to give you, let's say this M positive ion in gaseous state and your X negative ions in the gaseous state. Is that clear? So whatever amount of energy here is required just to break all the bonds to give these gaseous ions beta. Is that clear? तो ये जो energy है, that is also your what? Lattice enthalpy. What is that? Lattice enthalpy. That is your again lattice enthalpy. So beta, lattice enthalpy again can be defined as the amount of energy required to break the 1 mole of crystalline solid into its gaseous ions. That is also your lattice enthalpy, you can say. Is that clear? Again I'm repeating beta, lattice enthalpy is the amount of energy required just to break the 1 mole of crystalline solid into the gaseous ions. So beta, it means more is the energy required over here just to break this ionic solid beta, more is the stability of this ionic solid. Is that clear? So we can say more the lattice enthalpy beta, lattice enthalpy, more is the strength of ionic bond. More is the strength ionic bond. More is the strength of ionic bond. More the lattice energy, more is the strength of the ionic bond beta. So we can say this strength is related to the lattice enthalpy, and you know beta, this lattice enthalpy is the quantitative measure. Quantitative measure किसका है ये बेटा? Lattice enthalpy is the quantitative measure of quantitative measure of the strength of ionic bond beta, ionic bond, because we can determine this lattice enthalpy beta. We can. So beta, next is factors affecting the lattice enthalpy. So you know, first factor, that is your size of the ions beta. Is that clear? Lattice enthalpy depends upon the size of the ion, and second, that is your charge of the ions beta, charge of the ions. Smaller the size of the ion beta, smaller the size of the ion, then smaller is the inter-ionic distance. मीन्स जितना साइज छोटा होगा बेटा आयंस का, उतना ही कम आपका क्या होगा? इंटर-आयनिक डिस्टेंस रहेगा. स्मॉलर द इंटर-आयनिक डिस्टेंस, देन मोर इज द इंटर-आयनिक अट्रैक्शन. मीन्स उनके बीच में अट्रैक्शन भी क्या रहेगी बेटा? ज़्यादा रहेगी. And if more is the inter-ionic attraction beta, more is the lattice enthalpy. More is the lattice enthalpy. So here we can say that lattice enthalpy जो है that depends upon the size. Is that clear? So जैसे जैसे आपका size बढ़ता जाएगा lattice enthalpy क्या होगी बेटा? कम होगी. Is that clear? So we can say lattice enthalpy is inversely proportional to the size. Inversely proportional to the size of the ion beta, inversely proportional to the size of the ion. So let's take an example beta. Let's consider your NaCl and your KCl. Is that clear? NaCl and KCl, these are the two ionic solids beta. Here the size of this potassium, that is large as compared to that of your size of the sodium beta. Is that clear? So sodium का जो size है बेटा, that is smaller as compared to that of your this KCl. So we can say if inter-ionic distance, is that clear? या inter-ionic distance जो है बेटा, if this is your smaller as compared to that of your KCl, so बेटा जो आपकी lattice enthalpy होगी that will be more in case of your this NaCl. NaCl की जो आपकी lattice enthalpy होगी that will be greater than that of your KCl. Why? Because the size of the Na ion, sodium ion, that is smaller as compared to that of your size of your this potassium. So beta, smaller the size of the ion, more is the lattice enthalpy. So that's why lattice enthalpy of NaCl is more as compared to that of your KCl. Hope students this is clear. So next is beta, second one is your charge of the ion. You know beta, lattice enthalpy जो है that depends upon the charge of the ion. More the charge of the ion beta, more is the charge of the ion. जितना ज़्यादा चार्ज होगा आयंस का बेटा, उतनी ही ज़्यादा क्या होगी? मोर इज द इंटर-आयनिक अट्रैक्शन. इंटर-आयनिक अट्रैक्शन उतनी ही ज़्यादा होगी. मोर द इंटर-आयनिक अट्रैक्शन बेटा, मोर इज द लैटिस एंथैल्पी. More is the lattice enthalpy. So here we can say that you know this lattice enthalpy is directly proportional to the charge of the ion. Lattice enthalpy is directly proportional to the charge of the ion, we can say. Lattice enthalpy is directly proportional to the charge of the ion. Let's take some example beta. Let's say we are having let's take some example beta. Let's say lithium fluoride is there and lithium is having charge positive 1 beta, whereas fluoride is having your negative charge beta. So this is the case of your univalent solid beta. This is the case of your univalent solid. Is that clear? Similarly, इफ वी टेक द एग्जांपल ऑफ कैल्शियम फ्लोराइड बेटा, कैल्शियम का चार्ज कितना है 2 पॉजिटिव बेटा, फ्लोराइड का कितना है -1, सो दैट इज द केस ऑफ योर univalent solid beta. Is that clear? Because charge of the cation is your 2 positive and charge of the anion is your -1. So we can say here जो आपका lattice enthalpy है, is that clear, of your this calcium fluoride will be greater than that of your lithium fluoride. Is that clear? Because of your more charge. So we can say lattice enthalpy is directly proportional to the charge of the ion. Hope students this is clear. Next topic is beta general properties of the ionic compounds. So first property, that is your physical state beta. Generally we can say these ionic compounds, or you can say ionic solids beta, they exist in crystalline solid. In a sense, these ionic solids do not exist as independent molecule beta. ये as independent molecule exist नहीं करते, but they exist in the form of your ions beta. ये ions की form में रहते हैं, and these ions, ये जो ions है बेटा, these are arranged in the 3-dimensional space in some definite geometric pattern बेटा, ठीक है. So means we can say these ions are arranged in definite geometric pattern, and this geometric pattern is called what we call beta crystal lattice. What we call crystal lattice. Here in this figure we have shown the crystal lattice of your this NaCl. If you see beta, if this red one is there, if you see this one red one is there, that is a sodium ion beta, ठीक है. Sodium ion is in direct contact with the this blue one, you know, these are your chloride ions. So here they are in 4 are in a plane directly, and one is above the plane, and the other is below the plane. So means we can say here sodium ion is surrounded by your 6 chloride ion. Is that clear? Sodium is surrounded by your 6 chloride ion. So beta, if I am writing over here Na positive and Cl negative, so here 6 sodium ions, they are going to surround, you can say 6 chloride ions, they are going to surround your 1 sodium ion. And similarly beta, if let's say this is there, this one is there, that is a chloride ion, here that is also surrounded by your 6 sodium ions beta, 1 2 3 and then 4 then 5 and 1 is here. Is that clear? That is a 6. So here the ratio of this sodium ion and this chloride ion here is going to be a 1:1. The ratio is going to be a 1:1. So we can say the formula is your NaCl. That's why formula is your NaCl. Secondly beta, this is also your coordination number. Is that clear? Coordination number क्या रहता है बेटा? Coordination number is the number of oppositely charged ions which are the nearest neighbors, you can say, around an ion. Is that clear? जो आपके सोडियम आयन के सबसे क्लोज कितने हैं, which are directly are connected या which are linked directly to the this sodium ion beta. How many chloride ions are there? They are 6 in number, so we can say its coordination number is of 6. Similarly here chloride ion जो है, they are directly connected with the 6 you can say sodium ions beta, so its coordination number is also your 6. So the ratio that is going to be 1:1 beta. Is that clear? So we can say the formula is NaCl. Hope this is clear beta. Next property is beta melting point. Beta melting and boiling point, you know, जो आपके ionic compounds होते हैं बेटा, जनरली दे आर हैविंग योर हाई मेल्टिंग एंड बॉइलिंग पॉइंट्स. इनका बॉइलिंग पॉइंट और मेल्टिंग पॉइंट क्या रहता है बेटा? हाई रहता है. और ये क्यों रहता है? बिकॉज जो आयंस के बीच में जो फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन है दैट इज वेरी वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग. सो वी कैन से देर इज स्ट्रॉन्ग इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन बिटवीन द आयंस. इज दे क्लियर? सो देयर मेल्टिंग एंड बॉइलिंग पॉइंट्स are going to be high beta. So melting and boiling points are going to be high beta. Is that clear? Next one is solubility. We must say beta ionic solid जो है they are soluble generally in water. Okay, since जो आपके ये ionic solids रहते हैं बेटा, since they are highly polar beta,
so they will be solubilized in the polar solvents, and since water is highly polar beta, is it clear? Then we can say the ionic solids, they are generally soluble in water, as well as they are soluble in polar solvents beta, they are soluble in polar solvents, and but these ionic solids are insoluble in water. ये आपके बेटा solubilize नहीं करेंगे किसमें, नॉन पोलर सॉल्वेंट्स में, लाइक बेंजीन, ईथर एटसेट्रा. इज दे क्लियर? अगर हम NaCl को पानी में डालें तो दैट विल बी हाईली solubilized in water, but in benzene it will not be soluble because benzene is non-polar in nature. Next is beta electrical conductivity. Generally the ionic compounds, generally क्या है, ionic compounds are good conductors of electricity beta, but they are good conductors only in the solution form or you can say in the molten state beta. जब आपका कोई भी ionic solid जो है when it is in the molten state beta, molten means liquid state में है बेटा, तो they are good conductors of electricity, but in the solid state we can say they are bad conductors of electricity. क्यों बेटा? क्योंकि in the solid state these ions are held by strong forces, strong electrostatic force of attraction rather. देखिए strong electrostatic force of attraction ने उनको क्या किया है, held किया हुआ बेटा. That's why they are your bad conductors in the solid state, but in the liquid state or you can say in the solution or in the molten states beta, they are the good conductors of electricity.